So, Mom and I decided to take a trip to Anapa. It's Krasnodar district. It's our southern resort for Russians mainly. I guess I haven't seen any foreigner here, so it can be it can be off bit track place for you to visit. What I wanted to tell you is about the prices. So I bought the tickets from St. Petersburg, the city where I live, to Krasnodar. It cost me 20,000 rubles, so it's approximately $363. You can find direct flights to Anapa, but I couldn't do this because I bought tickets in February and I was supposed to go here, but then in May I couldn't do it because of COVID, and I got a voucher which I had to use, so I had to use only Red Wing company, their service, and they didn't fly to Anapa. So, long story short, then when we arrived to Krasnodar, we went to Anapa by bus. It cost me 1,000 rubles. It's approximately $14, and I mean the prices are for two people because Mom and I are two people. So later we rented an apartment. It's not a whole apartment actually, but still we have it's a room in the house, so it's like bed and breakfast, but here we have our own restroom. No one else uses it, and our own kitchen. Maybe later I'll shoot room tour, but now I'm very tired. I'm on my last leg, so sorry. So we paid 15,300 rubles for 10 days. It's approximately $214. The accommodation is really nice. It can be even a bit cheaper, but the facilities, I'm afraid, won't suit you. Or it can be much way more expensive. There are luxurious resorts, but I'm not a rich person, I can't afford it, and frankly I have no desire. So if you take route taxis here, public transport in Anapa, it costs 25 rubles. It's approximately 30 cents. And then tomorrow we are going to an excursion. We're going to see some lotuses, and it will cost us 1,400 rubles. It's approximately $20. And we will pay 600 rubles extra. I don't remember for what actually, for something. If I remember it correctly, for the sea voyage. And it's so 600 rubles, it's $10. So that's it for now. I travel with priority pass for the first time. This is all something new for me. Yummy. The food wasn't so delicious as I thought. Everything is looking so posh, but it's only the first sight, and when you take a better look, Pulkovo business zone, business lounge can't afford something special in my view. So our first day was a real nightmare because on the eve of it I felt a bit under the weather and my sore I had a sore throat. It was a bit aching. It's not connected to COVID or something like that. I just have tonsillitis. It's a chronical, I don't know, chronical disease or chronical syndrome, what you call it. So sometimes I catch. Sometimes my throat is a bit aching, and that's just it. I have to deal with it, and so my temperature was 36.9 degrees, and it was hazardous, not for my health or for other people's health, but it was actually a very big problem how to enter the airport, because at the entrance they measure the temperature of every single passenger coming through, and I was a nervous wreck. I didn't know what to do because it really isn't connected to the virus or something, but it went all right. So I went through, and then we flew to Krasnodar, and it was the flight was more or less fine. Prior to that, we went to business class lounge to have a rest. It was also fine. The flight was more or less great. Can't say anything special about Red Wings. It's just fine. So, but then later we arrived at Krasnodar and we had to go to Anapa by bus, and that's when everything went to hell, because it takes 3.5 hours, 4 hours, I don't remember, to go there. And the last hour, when there was only 1 hour left, our driver stopped and said that the bus was broken. So I don't know, something was wrong with it. Though I don't believe him. I think he was lazy. He just didn't want to go to Anapa for some reasons. Maybe he wanted to go home or somewhere else, and we had to switch buses and to enter the other bus, which was full of other people, and we had to go the last hour by standing, and it was a nightmare because we were exhausted. We wanted to sleep, to eat, and I don't know, anything else but not to stand. But later we arrived, and we found our hotel, bed and breakfast, and we just we slept like babies. And then my Monday came. We finally decided to take a look at the seashore of Anapa. Windy, it's so windy here. There are so many rocks over there. I wouldn't like to swim here. And now we're taking a short walk along the streets. Embankment is more or less clean. It's quite okay in my view. What's this? Do you know? I don't. Such peculiar things. Take a look at that. They attached sanitizers so that it would be handy for people to use them. nothing special actually, just a tiny, nice lighthouse. Mountains can be seen afar. Souvenir shops, quite primitive. Lighthouse once again. Wanted to show you the end of the evening. It's the lighthouse in miniature, mini lighthouse. And this is Daddy lighthouse, big lighthouse, behind my back. The sun gradually goes down. Take a look at this disgusting creature. What are you? I normally stepped on it. Almost stepped on it. Oh, she likes me. Hey, cutie. Guys, do you know these flowers? I don't, but they are so gorgeous. We came to a house which our landlady called Armenian house. It's kind of posh, kind of peculiar. You can see regarding other houses that it looks outstanding. And that's the same very house from the other angle. The contrast is evident. Someone decided to feed the horse. And this is a peculiar statue I wanted to show you. A naked man. And regarding food, we cook on our own, so I intentionally rent an apartment with a kitchen, so I don't like to spend money lavishly. I'm frugal and I want to save some money, so when I go somewhere abroad I even prefer it because I like to explore national cuisine, national supermarkets, so it's just a very amusing part of our human being. And here it's just about the price. So we go to the local market. Everything is so cheap even for us Russians, because in St. Petersburg the prices are much higher, and I guess for many of you the prices will be quite pleasant. So we haven't visited actually any restaurant or cafe for now, or a canteen, but I guess we will still to show you something. Maybe I'll shoot something for you. Which you would probably like, at least some of you. I expect they are, I assume they are quite expensive. There are not only luxurious restaurants, but also just canteens with awful Russian music, if you like such things. I guess you don't. I think I'm going to throw up if I don't stop right now. We bought such a tent. It's very convenient. It's way better than those parasols, umbrellas, and so on and so forth. The only drawback is the wind, so if it's strong you won't be able to the tent won't stand the wind, so but that's it. As to the rest, you can see that It's really very convenient for 2 grown-ups, maybe 2 kids more. Today is very windy and I caught a cold, so I feel unwell, a little bit under the weather. Yesterday I didn't swim, I was lying at home. Now I feel more or less okay, but there is so much seaweed in the sea. It's so disgusting to swim there. I managed to force myself to swim for a while, but then I ran away. I'm fastidious. I know that it's not a very good quality, but still I don't like it when something is wrong in my view. Nevertheless, I like it even in such a way. I listen to podcasts, read books while lying on the beach, and I guess it's more or less fine. Later I'll grab an ice cream, and that's all. But such a peculiar weather is not something special here. It happens rather often, especially after the rain or something, the storms. So it's not peculiar, so you should be aware of that not all the days are going to be sunny, and not all the days are going to be smoothless. That's absolutely fine. No, it's not that. It's not about Russian resorts, unfortunately. Water is so green thanks to the seaweed. It's all thanks to it. Kids are okay with that, but grown-ups are mostly not. In the clouds. And now the sunset. Yay! This is the river Anapa. Look at this cute pony. I won't lie to you, there's not much to do in Anapa in the evening, so you can go to a local bar, visit a restaurant, take a walk along the embankment, or take a look at the mountains, and that's it actually. I found a very peculiar garage door, like an entrance to some underworld. No idea what this is, probably some art house sculptures. Some interesting exteriors. Noticeable. Quite enough. It's a to-be restaurant or something, or a hotel, and they prepared amazing graffiti. We came to an old graveyard where some centuries ago people were buried. Sailors, actors,
military people. The thing is about this cemetery that, as you can see, it's surrounded by buildings, modern buildings, and there's the sea over there behind this fence. And some people, newcomers, who bought flats nearby, want this cemetery to be gone for good, but locals are against it, and I can get why locals want to protect their history, their ancestors, who rest in peace here. You see, people are walking over there. So there is no eerie atmosphere. It's very calm here, very peaceful. Something really peculiar is here. It's rather peaceful. The last official burial ceremony was held in 1938, but later people managed still to bury their relatives here. I think they paid money for that, although it is considered to be illegal. But I saw some recent graves. In here we can see a verse. Остановись, прохожий, здесь. Человек лежит на прочих не похожий. I won't translate it to you right on the spot. I don't feel well. We bought an old school paper in Anapa. It cost 15 rubles. We saw an independent editorialship, and they sold this weekly newspaper. Frankly speaking, I haven't bought something like that for a while. They tell about COVID, about construction, tourism, agriculture. Oh, there's TV schedule, TV shows. Some other articles, interviews. There are ads. Here there are some vacancies, job offers. Waiters, sellers, cooks, and so on and so forth. Here they sell and rent apartments, and here they remember a person who has passed away recently. And again they sell accommodation here.
I lived in Crimea for a year and a half, and I can say that I liked Crimea more than Anapa and Krasnodar district, but still it's not a bad place actually. And if you want to see something peculiar, something unusual, so yeah, it's not that resort that would be world famous. So the main drawback of Anapa is that many families with a lot of kids go here, and the beaches are full of bodies, and so it's very hard to find a free sport, and the sea is actually dirty. There is some seaweed, I don't know, some pieces of paper, I'm sorry, or anything else, so what you can find. But still, it's a nice city, it's nice looking, and you can feel this Russian atmosphere. I don't know, only Russians are here. If you want to practice your Russian, it would be a perfect place for you. I guess not so many people will understand English here, and when I shot some videos in English for you, people were staring at me. They were at loss. The prices are more or less moderate, and why we arrived here. So usually we go somewhere abroad, but this year it's not possible. At least this summer it wasn't possible. Maybe later in autumn we will go somewhere in, I don't know, Turkey or somewhere else, but for now we have to discover our own territory, our own land.